Learn English through story. The Weaver's Wisdom. In a small, picturesque village nestled between rolling hills and a dense forest, there lived a humble weaver named Thad. Thad was known far and wide for his exceptional skill in weaving beautiful tapestries that depicted scenes from nature, folklore, and the everyday lives of the villagers. Despite his talent, Thad led a simple life, valuing honesty, integrity, and kindness above all else. One summer, a severe drought struck the village. The once lush fields turned barren, and the river that sustained the community dwindled to a trickle. The villagers grew desperate as their crops withered and their livestock perished. Thad, too, felt the pangs of hunger and the weight of worry, but he continued to weave, finding solace in his craft. One day, a wealthy merchant named Orin visited the village. He was known for his cunning and ruthless business tactics, amassing wealth by exploiting those in need. Orin, having heard of Thad's extraordinary tapestries, approached him with an offer. "Thad," Orin began, "I have come to commission a tapestry from you. I will pay you handsomely, far more than you have ever earned. In return, I want you to weave me a tapestry that will hang in my grand hall, showcasing my wealth and power." Thad considered the offer. The money would provide much needed relief during the drought, not only for him but also for his fellow villagers. Yet, he felt a deep unease about glorifying Orin's ill-gotten riches. After a moment of reflection, Thad spoke. "Orin, I appreciate your generous offer, but I cannot weave a tapestry that celebrates wealth amassed through the suffering of others. My work is a reflection of my values, and I cannot compromise them for any price." Orin's face darkened with anger. "You fool! You will regret turning down my offer. Your principles will not feed you or your village. Remember that when you and your neighbors are starving." With that, Orin stormed off, leaving Thad to his thoughts. Though Thad stood by his decision, he couldn't shake the worry about the village's future. That night, as he lay in bed, he heard a soft, melodic voice calling his name. "Thad, Thad." He sat up and saw a faint glow emanating from his weaving loom. Intrigued, he approached it and found a beautiful, ethereal woman standing before him. Her eyes sparkled like stars, and her presence radiated warmth and comfort. "Who are you?" Thad asked, his voice barely a whisper. "I am sorry, the spirit of the loom," she replied. "I have watched you for years, admiring your dedication to your craft and your unwavering principles. Because of your kindness and integrity, I wish to help you and your village." Thad listened in awe as Sari explained her plan. She would grant him the ability to weave tapestries with magical properties, each one capable of bringing blessings to those who receive them. But there was a condition: Thad must use this gift selflessly, thinking of the greater good rather than personal gain. The next morning, Thad began weaving with newfound purpose. His first tapestry depicted a lush, bountiful garden, teeming with life. As he wove, the threads shimmered and glowed, and the tapestry seemed to come alive. When it was finished, he hung it in the village square for all to see. To everyone's astonishment, the barren fields began to sprout green shoots. The river swelled with fresh, clear water, and the air was filled with the scent of blooming flowers. The village was saved, and the villagers rejoiced, praising Thad for his miraculous work. Word of Thad's magical tapestries spread far and wide. People from neighboring villages and towns flocked to see his creations, each one hoping to receive a blessing. True to his promise, Thad used his gift to help those in need, weaving tapestries that healed the sick, brought rain to parched lands, and provided food for the hungry. Orin, hearing of Thad's newfound fame and fortune, grew envious. He devised a plan to exploit Thad's gift for his own benefit. Disguising himself as a poor traveler, he approached Thad one evening, feigning humility and desperation. "Kind sir," Orin said, his voice trembling, I have lost everything and have nowhere else to turn. Please, weave me a tapestry that will bring me prosperity and restore my lost wealth." Thad, ever compassionate, was moved by the stranger's plight. He agreed to help and began weaving a tapestry that depicted a flourishing marketplace, filled with bustling traders and abundant goods. As he wove, he felt a nagging doubt but pushed it aside, focusing on the stranger's apparent need. When the tapestry was finished, Oren revealed his true identity and snatched it from Thad's hands. "You fool, your gift is mine now, and I will use it to grow richer than ever before." Thad watched in horror as Oren mounted his horse and rode off, clutching the tapestry. He feared the worst, knowing that Oren's greed and exploitation would bring suffering to many. Days turned into weeks, and the villagers noticed a change. The blessings that once flowed from Thad's tapestries began to wane. The fields grew less fertile, the river's flow slowed, and sickness spread. Thad realized that the balance had been disrupted by Oren's selfish use of the magical tapestry. Determined to set things right, Thad embarked on a journey to confront Oren. He traveled through forests and across mountains, guided by the spirit of Sari, who appeared to him in dreams. After a long and arduous trek, Thad arrived at Oren's grand estate. Oren's mansion was a stark contrast to the surrounding desolation. Inside, opulence reigned, but the air was heavy with a sense of unease. Thad found Oren in his grand hall, surrounded by treasures and the magical tapestry. "Oren," Thad called out, "you have disrupted the balance and brought suffering to many. Return the tapestry and restore the blessings to the land." Oren laughed, his eyes gleaming with greed. "Why should I? This tapestry is mine, and I will not give it up." Thad stepped forward, his voice steady. "If you do not return it, the suffering will only grow. Your wealth will become a curse, and the very tapestry you covet will turn against you." Oren hesitated, sensing the truth in Thad's words. But his greed was too strong, and he refused to listen. As he clung to the tapestry, its glow began to fade, and the once vibrant scenes turned dark and forbidding. Oren felt a chill in the air, and the treasures around him seemed to lose their luster. In that moment, Sari appeared, her presence filling the hall with a radiant light. "Oren," she said, her voice gentle but firm, "you have misused the gift and brought harm to others. The tapestry's magic cannot be wielded by those with selfish hearts." Oren, now trembling, realized his folly. He fell to his knees, pleading for forgiveness. Sari approached him, her expression softening. "Redemption is possible, but it requires true change. Will you commit to using your wealth and influence for the greater good?" Oren nodded, tears streaming down his face. "Yes, I will. I see now the error of my ways." Sari turned to Thad, her eyes filled with gratitude. "Thad, your unwavering integrity has saved many. The balance will be restored, and your gift will continue to bring blessings." With a wave of her hand, Sari restored the tapestry's magic. Thad took it back to the village, where the blessings resumed, and the land flourished once more. Oren, true to his word, used his wealth to support the villagers, building schools, hospitals, and infrastructure that improved their lives. In time, the village thrived, and Thad's legacy lived on. He continued to weave, each tapestry a testament to the power of integrity, selflessness, and the enduring belief in the greater good. The villagers never forgot the lesson that Thad's story imparted: true wealth lies not in material riches, but in the strength of one's character and the impact of one's actions on the world around them. I hope you enjoyed the story. If you enjoyed, then please like and share this video, and don't forget to subscribe our YouTube channel. Thank you for watching.